everybody. It's me, Mr. Santee, Rob McNelis, coming to you live from U-Build at Santee. And I am here with Dustin Trotter, councilman here in Santee as well. And we have no script. So we're just going to talk. That's not true. I mean, we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
There's a lot of stuff always to talk about.
There really is. And
but no guests, I guess.
But
no place, no people, just us.
Just us. Yeah. I'm so sorry. You got to deal with just us again. This was actually kind of last week was a really big week with 4th of July and World Cup, and it's been a whirlwind here in San Diego and the Santee specifically. Let's start off talking about 4th of July and Santee salutes.
Santee salutes is phenomenal. I compliment our staff. Our staff did a phenomenal job putting it all together. It felt good. I mean, every year is good, and when I say that, but you get a feeling, right? How you say you always quantify how you feel, right? And the last couple of years have been a little, and I don't know if it was coming out of COVID, like getting everything like rolling again. If it was the bands that we had, because we made a switch from the '80s All Stars to a couple.
We've had a couple
of bands that just weren't phenomenal.
Yeah.
Obviously, this year was our America 250, so we had some extra funds donated and put into it with the vintage flyover that we had there. The band was phenomenal. I mean, I really think they were great.
I can't tell you how many since the '80s All Stars, because I love those guys.
Right.
I've loved them from the first time I brought them into Santee for our first ever street fair. They were my headliner band at the first ever street fair, and they were phenomenal, and I've loved them ever since. So usually we've had them back every year, and they were our go-to for 4th of July for every year, and because they did that change up, they had a band. It's the same guys, but they pretended to be. They had two different bands. One was Just Press Play. Just Press Play, and which is more of a top 40s everything. And then at night they would change into their costumes and come back out as the '80s All Stars. Right. And so it was fun to have that variety throughout the day. Yeah. This year we had the Marine Corps band out there, which we've never had them out there.
No, we had 1 year before.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm almost positive actually.
I thought this was the first year we've ever had the Marine Corps band out there.
Maybe it was different, but we had some kind of band in that 1 hour slot before. That wasn't a paid band. It was something else, other than Press Play, obviously. But we had something else before.
But this band was quite phenomenal. Yeah. I have a lot of friends that are in bands, and they were telling me that this band was really good. Never heard them before, and saying how good and tight this band was. They obviously played together for a long time and done a lot of shows together because they were tight, and they just loved it. Everybody I've talked to in the crowd, and we talked to a lot of people in the crowd, said the same thing. The band was fantastic. They played a huge variety of music, anything from country to classic rock,
Beastie Boys, Metallica. There's quite a variety of
Journey to top 40 today. I think even played some Bruno Mars out there. I mean, it was neat. They did a really, really good job. And of course, the fireworks show. It was nice to get compliments. I just got a little bit of chills, honestly, to get a lot of compliments on the fireworks show. A lot of people said it was the best they'd ever seen.
We threw a lot more shells into it. It was the longest fireworks show in the county of San Diego. It is confirmed, which we thought it was going to be. It's traditional. We had that here, but we had extra shells, so it was just a long fireworks show and more of it.
It wasn't the same one as in DC with 850,000 shells, we also didn't have their budget.
Little tough to
850,000 shells. In DC.
Little tough to outdo the president. So.
Yeah, a little bit, especially with our budget. It doesn't compare at all.
But I'll take that win every day. If we can beat every city in the county of San Diego, I take that win every day of the week.
Agreed. And it was a fantastic evening. I talked about it before. Just that that moment when the lights go out, the first shell goes off, and you look in the crowd, and it was really, really neat to see everybody and you know, to be a part of that.
It was a good crowd. The park was full. I mean, it was packed, you know, all the way through. Kept filling it out through the night, obviously, as it got later when it got cooler.
Yeah.
And then towards the fireworks. You know, kudos again to our first responders. Our fire department's out there all day on rotations of shifts. You know, EMTs and some of the other engines and apparatus.
Deputy sheriffs.
But our deputy sheriffs. I'm going to give kudos obviously to the fire department, but our deputy sheriffs really stepped up this year. I can see a difference, Rob, honestly, that we always have a sheriff's presence there, obviously for presence. Obviously for you know, security and safety and stuff like that. But they're not security guards.
No,
they're deputy law enforcement officers, right? Yeah. But you know what they did this year? I seen it, and I don't know if it's a direction from our captain. I'm assuming it probably is. I'm gonna take that assumption here. But they weren't just standing on the side of the sidewalks and watching people. They were actually walking through the crowds.
Yeah, they were engaging,
interacting with people, talking to people. Yeah. Really, really being a part of what we all believe here is part of our community. Mm-hmm. You know, and they did a great job. You know, we had the usual suspects, all the youngins, the kids out there in the back hanging out, and really had no problems. From my knowledge, we only had one arrest, and it was a gentleman that was overly intoxicated that just, you know, couldn't hold his liquor. Well, I don't know if he was on more than liquor at this point, but that's what the word is. He was high end, you know, on something else, not even just marijuana. He was on, you know, whatever. But anyway, he couldn't stay for the night. he had to go bye-bye. He had to leave. But that was the only incident that I'm aware of. Other than that, it was a pretty, as we say, uneventful.
Which is a good thing.
Which is a good thing, right?
In law enforcement speak, that's a really good thing.
Right.
When it's uneventful.
Right.
I even had some of the deputies talk to me and, you know, talk about what a great event it is, and that, you know, they're not. Of course, everyone wants to be at home with their family, but
of course,
they were not disappointed to be there.
Yeah.
It's because they, you know, and they get shifts all around the county,
right?
Different times of the year. They get sent to different places. They're in Santee for a period of time, and they're in Poway, or they're in, you know, any place else that contracts with the sheriff's department. And a number of them talked about what a great event that Santee does, and how just heartwarming it is for them. And those were the words, how heartwarming it was for them to see all the families and everybody just getting along so well. And I couldn't agree more with them. It was absolutely, it is neat. It's one of the blessings that we have here, that, you know, families come out together, friends come out together. You see people that you know, or acquaintances that you sort of know, and you get high fives and have a drink and salute America on the 250th, and it really did go off quite well. Yeah.
So, like Rob said, it's been a long week. I mean, at least for me, it's been a long. I mean, you know, I'm tired, man. Honestly, we're at Thursday, and what are we doing tonight? Going back to the party again for an '80s band. Yep. So if you guys don't know, you know, tonight, I'm sure you can probably see the
Cheese Whiz.
Cheese Whiz, yeah.
Cheese Whiz.
Probably see the calendar out there. You know what's going on. Tonight's a band called Cheese Whiz, 80s band. It should be a good time. We'll see the music. I've never heard them before. You ever heard them before? No. So, you know, another 80s band out there. Hopefully they got good.
But it looks like like the 80s All-Stars, they get dressed up. They get into costume. They're in the mode of 80s. Love that. I love the genre of music because that's kind of where I grew up.
Right.
Born in the 70s, raised in the 80s. You know, no, you don't. Never mind. He's too young.
Yes, I was born in the 80s.
Yeah.
Grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
So just the one day.
He likes the
decade
grunge
behind
stuff.
I don't like the
grunge stuff.
No. That's someone else you know. That's someone else you know.
No, thank you. Ruined music.
Yeah.
My opinion.
Not like that.
No. So anyway, tonight we got Cheese Whiz. They're going to be out there. It'll be a great time. And then, we've actually, there was, you know, some other wins. We were just talking about our new city manager. You know, she sent out an email to us that Lantern Crest, they have their occupancy now. So they are going to be moving people in. So if you know they finally got their occupancy. So if you know anybody that is looking for senior living, then you now have a place for that. And Lantern Crest is now officially open for that. So get out there, go check it out. It's they're going to be moving people in this weekend.
That's what the word is.
The first of them. They've got a whole building to fill still, so it's
Right.
a brand new building.
The pre-leases
And it is,
the time,
we've
right.
talked about it before, absolutely state of the art, everything state of the art. So get over there, go check it out. The restaurant may be a little, now we originally thought it was going to be the end of this month.
Yeah.
But now it's probably a little bit later than the end of this month. But they'll get that done soon as well.
We'll get an update when we can.
Yeah.
Pass it along. Speaking about that, I mean, I guess about a month ago, we were talking about all the things happening in Santee, the new stuff happening. And if you're driving around town now, you can kind of see, some of the stuff that has happened. We've gone to a couple of local businesses, couple other retail establishments and stuff like that. But Butterbuzz,
Better Buzz?
I'm so tired this week, dude, seriously.
Better Buzz.
Better Buzz.
It's
Really,
better Buzz.
really close.
Yeah.
You can see it driving by, and I'm gonna give kudos to them. I haven't talked to them. I haven't seen anybody, but I'm gonna tell you, obviously it is the most prominent corner in Santee. That it is, for them is probably a great location to choose from the business side of it.
So I think we talked about it before. They had another location. They were going to the older Wienerstens.
Yeah.
And then they found out that KFC was moving out or closing down. When is that steakhouse supposed to open?
We don't know right now.
We're
getting an update on that steakhouse soon. They just got their occupancy for the building, like I said, today. So they're going to start getting people in there and then operating and all that.
On the construction side and all that, it's going to be all engines fast forward on the restaurant now for the last little things that need to be done.
Yeah.
When you have a restaurant, it's a little bit different. It's not just the city of Santee. Now you have San Diego.
The Department of Health.
Department of Health.
Department.
So you have extra entities that are involved. So we've done everything we can at the city. They've just got to get a couple of things done with Department of Health.
Yeah.
And it's really just in plans. It's the bar was going to be here and now it's over here, and that doesn't change anything. It doesn't make it unhealthy. It's just they moved it, and that was a change in plans because the floor plan opened up more. They opened it up more to have more open dining area because it wasn't. I think they were seeing the same things that I've heard, and that is it's probably going to be a popular spot, and they didn't have really enough seating capacity.
That they were inadequate on their seating.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think they still might be because just there's only it's a limited space.
100%. Yeah, I mean, there's any new business has that new curve, right?
And you don't know.
You just don't know.
You don't know. Oh, what was I? No 6 7s. You don't know which way to go with that. You're like, okay. I mean, if I build too big and it sits empty all the time, I just wasted space that I could have put into other units, to give living space. If it's too small, then people will stop going because I can never get in.
Right.
So
the wait's too long. I
can't
get in.
Exactly.
Whatever.
So it's a really difficult thing to come up with that perfect floor plan.
Yeah.
When you're just starting something that's never been before.
Right.
And we haven't had a high-end steakhouse in Santee ever.
No.
We've had Pinnacle Peak.
Pinnacle Peak's obviously, on the other west end of town.
That was it.
Yeah, I mean that's a real steakhouse. I mean,
actually no, Michael's Grill. When it turned from Chicken Pig to Michael's Grill, he actually didn't try. He did a decent job at running a steakhouse, and it was great to see Michael out there. Michael Lee out there. He was out there 4th of July.
4th of July.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a couple. I mean, even where Phil's Barbecue is today.
That used to be
it was that
Texas Roadhouse, or
it wasn't Texas. It was something like that though. It's not Texas Roadhouse.
It was Roadhouse something.
Yeah, Roadhouse
Grill.
Roadhouse, something like that.
And it was Roadhouse Grill.
So it was like it's kind of like barbecue, but they had steaks and stuff.
Yeah, but it was still nothing like this.
Not a fine dining restaurant.
No,
not a white tablecloth fine dining restaurant. No, not at all. As far as the steakhouse goes and stuff. But.
So, and I have heard, I've heard the opposite too. I've heard like, oh, who's going to ever go there in Santee? Even from Santee residents, I would never go there. I'm not going to spend that kind of money on a steak here. Okay, yeah. I get it. Everybody's got their thing, but I think it's going to do exceptionally well. I think they're going to be at capacity for a while.
Yeah, that's what I said. The newness. Any restaurant, any place that opens, they always have that, that uptick go. So amazing every time I go out and visit it. Yeah. So I mean, Steve, that's what we're kind of talking about. Is we continue to have new stuff here in the city of Santee. We keep on, bringing some new stores, new restaurants, stuff like that. And we're blessed. We're blessed that people want to come and invest into this community.
Looking forward to trying the Better Buzz. There you go. I haven't had their coffee yet either. I have no idea, but I
mean, as far as I know,
there's a lot of hype.
Yeah, I'm
there is a lot of hype.
I'm not a big Starbucks. I do drink coffee in the morning and all that stuff, but I don't like Starbucks. I don't like all these foo-foo.
I love Coffee Corner.
Yeah, I do. I like Coffee Corner.
Coffee Corner has great their iced coffee. I love their iced coffee. I don't. It's the only coffee I don't have to put any cream or sugar into. It's just iced coffee, and I love the fact that they freeze the coffee. And that's their ice cubes. It's frozen coffee, so as it melts, it does exactly. It doesn't water down the flavor.
Right.
It is the flavor. It's the same thing. And they have a blueberry cold press that is pretty damn good. I've never heard of it or had it before, but they've got it. Yeah. So, Better Buzz. We'll see what you got. I'll absolutely give it a try. But I love our locals. I love our small businesses. I love supporting our small businesses.
Well, I mean, Better Buzz is a small business. They just grown into a bigger business. They started local right here in San Diego. They've grown. They are big. They're big. Yeah, they've had a lot of locations, but they're not the corporate, like Starbucks is what I'm saying.
It's not.
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it is corporate today because it's a mom and pop corporate. It's not the corporate of a Starbucks corporate.
Gotcha. So
born and raised right here in San Diego.
We'll absolutely give it a try. And like you said, hell of a corner to be on.
Oh, it's the best corner you can be on with
the drive-through is where we had some concerns about that, so we have already dealt with queuing issues to make sure that they have the ability to queue to get people off of Cuyamaca into the driveway as fast as possible, so that nobody's caught behind a line of people trying to get into a coffee shop where they're really when they should be trying to get down the street so they can get on 52 or wherever they need to go. Right. So we believe we've dealt with that to the best of our ability. Hopefully it's not going to be like Cane's when it first opened up. That was insane.
The two worst I can think of were Sonic and Cane's.
Sonic was the worst. You're right. Sonic was even worse than
both
Cane's.
of those though are obviously national chains.
Yeah.
Better Buzz is not a national chain.
Right.
But both of those are national chains. But they were also the first one in San Diego County.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if everybody knows that, but the Sonic here in Santee was the first one in the county of San Diego. And same with the Cane's. It was the first one in the county of San Diego. So both of those not only had a draw from Santee, it had a draw from all in the region here.
And we had people coming from everywhere.
Everywhere.
People waiting 45 minutes to an hour in line to get a sandwich from Sonic.
Yeah,
or a chicken wing or chicken strips from Cane's.
Yeah. I think it was a little higher than that. I think it was a couple hours.
Well, up to in the very beginning, it
was a couple of hours.
And but you know what? Again, the city learned from that and learned how to do a better job at queuing people and what we need to do in the interim. We've also learned that that's not a permanent thing. It's once people get understand,
comes back down a little bit.
Everyone wants to try it at the beginning, and then it kind of slows down.
Yeah,
and so you can't make them go too far over capacity, because once that surge goes down, there's
what's normal.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now for them, unlike Sonic and Cane's, for Better Buzz, unlike Sonic and Cane's, we got
my boss drove from Oceanside, Cane's. See?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the first one in the county. So
yeah. But we have, because like you said, it is a San Diego-based company, and there's a lot of them in San Diego. I don't expect to have that same.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that same thing. Now it'll be the only one in Santee, whereas like Coffee Corner even has 2 locations in Santee.
Right.
Lean Bean does a really good job down on Mission Gorge. But I think their location is great for that drive-through, that quick little drive-through.
Exactly. On the way to the freeway or to work or whatever too.
And the parking lot's got plenty of room for queuing all the way around for that little drive-through. And then Starbucks, there's so many of them that it's not that.
3 in Santee still, right?
Yeah, so it's not that big of a deal. But this will be something that's very, very different, and I understand that, and I think that I think staff did a good job of preparing for that. In fact, I mean, think about it. The new build that we approved down on Mission Gorge for a potential drive-through.
Yeah.
I mean, we even talked about all of this because it's something that we all know now because of our experience. Right. We all know about how things, a brand new entity coming in, depending upon, again, if it's a national chain, this is the first one, and it's going to be in Santee versus is it something that we've already got 2 of in Santee or 10 of in San Diego or whatever. But we've talked to staff about, okay, when they do find a proprietor to lease out the building that they want to build, what are we going to do to make sure we're prepared for traffic concerns on Mission Gorge?
Steve says it'd be cool to see a Buc-ee's in Santee.
Funny you said that. I was literally going to make a joke, Steve, that Buc-ee's is coming. It would be a joke because it's not.
It would never ever happen.
No, we don't have the space for it, but damn, wouldn't that be cool?
We don't have the space, nor do we have the freeway, right? So, if a Buc-ee's ever comes to San Diego, I would tell you right now, it's going to be on the 8 somewhere. Yeah. Because it is a travel
destination location.
People are traveling to and from. The trucking,
I would say it would probably be something like right off of Tavern or something like that, like an alpine area.
It's going to be on the 8.
It's on the edge of San Diego, but a place where you've got enough land. Like if you haven't been to a Buc-ee's, it's insane. It is crazy. It's so much fun to go to a gas station that has so much in it. It's a Walmart. Yeah. In a gas station.
So
they have everything.
Back in the day, Love's was probably the biggest. Truck stop at that time, right? Yeah. So Love's tried to build that truck stop where it was clean bathrooms and places to go. Yeah, they just opened one in Arizona. So right on the Goodyear, right at the 95 and the 10 right there. But I saw just recently Dolly Parton opened up Dolly's truck stops in Tennessee.
No way.
Very similar to a Buc-ee's.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, very similar. Like that's a whole. I mean, she has an amazing brand. I mean, with that.
She's Dolly Parton.
Yeah, with that. Dolly's World. The whole amusement park thing and everything she's got going on. Now they have convenience stores. I mean, it's been the whole empire out of this thing.
God bless her. You know what? She's honestly always been one of my absolute hands down favorite human beings on the planet. You can't help but love Dolly Parton.
Dolly's World. But now with these convenience stores, it's very similar to a Buc-ee's called Dolly's. Yeah.
So, do you know how Buc-ee's started?
I got a little bit. So the guy, something of the effect that the guy's dad had a.
It was a college project. It was an economics project in college, and a couple guys started it as a class project, and this is what you could build, and then they actually built it, and it went on to become insanely popular. And they pay an exceptional amount of money for their employees, like just working the right now. They don't exist. Well, we don't think we have one in California here.
No.
But we're talking about places like
Arizona's closest one. The
Texas,
new one
Texas, they're all over Texas.
Got it.
And Oklahoma and stuff like that. So in Texas, when the average or the minimum wage, which is usually what you get paid when you work at a gas station, is minimum wage. Right. The minimum wage out there at the time when I went there 4 years ago, I think it was like $9 an hour or something like that, and Buc-ee's was paying $20 an hour.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that's your starting.
Right.
And then a manager is making like $150,000 a year. Yeah. Exactly. Like they're paying these people.
I seen that chart on the side.
And they have that, and they have their hourly wage on the window saying apply now, and that never comes down. It reminds me of what In-N-Out did.
Right. So they posted over there as a starting wage.
Yeah.
These different positions and
when you work at In-N-Out, you better be friendly.
Yeah.
You better look the part. You better not be offensive.
There's a standard.
There are absolute standards. You can't come in with rainbow colored hair and piercings all over and tattoos all over. You have to look plain Jane to a large extent. You've got to, and you better be super personable. Right. You better be super friendly. You better, if anybody asks you a question, you better respond with a smile. Yep. Because if not, they've got a whole line of people right behind you that are ready for that job. Yep. Because they pay so well for what the job is. I mean, the stress level is
in comparison to the same job in another place in the market.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, they provided what you call a living wage in places that weren't paying that. Yeah. But when you walk into a Buc-ee's, you're going to get exceptional service. Mm-hmm. The quality of foods that they provide in there are next level. They've got big as this room almost for just jerky.
Yeah, jerky.
Just jerky.
Bar.
Yeah.
Call it. Yeah.
And then the nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, it is crazy. I think we've gone too far on Buc-ee's right now. Now I'm excited. I want to go back to a Buc-ee's.
This is what happens,
Yeah.
The viewers put out questions or comments, and we go on a tandem here. Tangent, whatever. I make my own words.
Bicycling. We're in a tandem. So, he just let us know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You build it. Thank you, Joe. Producer Joe is in the background there. Thank you. Unscripted, sponsored by You Build at Santee. You can reach You Build at Santee at 619-755-9824.
Yeah.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Dustin is there.
You can call.
Lauren is there to answer your call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And
you can call and leave a message.
So, all right, we have Buzz coming in.
Yeah.
We have Lantern Crest opening up their fifth. This is their fourth building. They have a small building left to go. It's actually going to be one. They have one more building to go, but it's going to be much smaller.
This is sixth phase. This is sixth phase that they've done.
This is 5?
Sixth?
No, not this one.
Yes.
Well, okay, yes, phase. You're right, because they built the little, They built the little bungalows and okay.
The two memory care and the next one, the original building, the bungalows, and then also the plaza, and now the legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's actually a sixth phase on that project. Yeah.
And now we got to get Michael's attention back on doing the pickleball courts.
Yeah.
Michael, I'm telling you, we can do this. Pickleball courts in Santee. You can make it happen, buddy.
Yeah.
Michael's the owner of Lantern Crest, and he's a big pickleball fanatic, or his wife is, I should say. And now that they're moving to Santee from Poway, and they're going to even live in Lantern Crest, she's going to need a place to play, Michael. I'm just telling you. Let's build some pickleball courts here in Santee.
Yeah.
Thanks for a fantastic 4th. Oh, Rebecca, it was great to see you and your husband out there.
Absolutely.
It's always fun to hang out with you guys. Thanks for stopping by our booth there and hanging out with us for a few minutes.
Yep.
I'm glad you did have a good time, as everybody else seemed to as well.
Yeah. No. I can't even tell you that Santee Toulouse was awesome this year. We just everything always works out, as I say, right? And when we make changes, when you do something different, you hope for the best, but it really.
There was one presence that was missing.
Was there?
There was one presence that was missing.
What was that?
Christine Costa.
Oh.
Christine Costa was not out there.
Yeah.
Sis.
Yeah, there was no.
I know you live in Idaho now, but come on.
And no representation for waste management
yeah.
out there. Yeah, no one out there to wave the flag.
Even though
flag.
Yeah, but thank you for the donation of,
Of
the
course,
money
exactly.
to make it all happen for us.
But no there to appreciate it.
So, if those of you who don't know, Waste Management is the title sponsor that they produce, or they provide the vast majority of the funding to make all the fireworks happen. They do. They pay for the fireworks. There's other sponsors out there that pay for a lot of the other stuff, the other free events, the blow up bouncy houses and all that kind of stuff, rock climbing, face painting. That was all free for the community. That's never free. There's always a cost. But the taxpayers of Santee didn't pay for that. We had sponsors that paid for that. And Waste Management is the number one sponsor for the fireworks. And we appreciate that they actually even donated extra money to make Santee's fireworks show the largest in the county.
Yeah.
The longest.
Yeah.
Not as many shells as Big Bay Boom.
Right.
But they just get it over with faster.
Yeah.
We think,
So do you
longer
remember that year?
That they all blew up at one time?
Yes.
Yes. The Big Bay Boom!
Yes. I think it was 8 years ago or something like that. They literally.
We were actually there.
Yeah.
And we heard that what had happened. We were laughing that ours went off without a hitch.
Yeah.
And it was the Big Bay Boom.
Yeah. But
it was one
also,
time. Everything at one time.
This past Saturday, they had a little hiccup too.
No way.
Yeah, I saw it on the news. I read the story.
Oh, it was a delay.
It was a delay.
8-minute delay.
Yeah, they couldn't get it working, couldn't get it figured out, but they eventually got it going, and went out like it was supposed to. Not all at once like they had one year. That was a big disaster.
It was funny because little Santee, we still continue to knock it out of the park, and big old San Diego.
Yep. San Diego screws up a lot, so yeah, it is what it is. But speaking about San Diego, I want to tell you something else that I saw.
What's that?
I was looking at some real estate yesterday, the day before I went to, and I came across a listing in San Carlos. Okay, single family home, whatever price was, I don't remember. Very traditional. But in their advertising, and it had a video and all these things in there, it said that this particular home is this, that, the other, and it's 10 minutes away from a Trader Joe's, a Target, a Sprouts.
They were talking about Santee.
10
10 minutes away from Santee is what they were saying.
Oh, yeah, from the shopping. Yeah. They were in this marketing of this house, trying to sell it. They were advertising, saying the local, places to shop. Yeah,
I've heard. Having sold real estate for a long time, I don't sell real estate anymore. I haven't since 2012, but very involved. I used to hear all the time that Lakeside. No, I'm in the Santee shadow zip code. No, it's not a shadow. You're in Lakeside.
Yeah,
it's not. You're in Lakeside or you're in Santee.
Right.
Yeah, there's no. It's
right.
It's like saying, Rancho San Diego. I'm in Rancho San Diego. No, you're in El Cajon.
Well, it's the same as San Diego to us. I mean, San Diego's just over the hill to us too. But you don't say you're in.
We don't say we're in San Diego. We say we're in Santee.
Exactly.
You're proud of your community. You say you're in that community. But it's El Cajon. It's not Rancho San Diego.
And Dustin. See that?
And Dustin.
That's all I get.
But last week we got the handsome Dustin Trotter and Rob. So let's see this. It went off all in 3 seconds.
It got schwartzed. That's good.
3 seconds, dude. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
So we had a. I had something I was gonna say. God dog it. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
Throwing me off, but that is funny. And yes, Dustin Trotter is a handsome man. I get it. I understand.
To each his own.
What else we got?
Oh my gosh! Like I said, I mean, I don't know. I'm just exhausted. This week's been, the last couple of weeks actually have been. That's quite a few. Yeah. The last couple of weeks have just been.
Adam Paul, what's up, buddy? A few descriptions
and rental books associated with college.
So, if anybody on social media doesn't know Adam Paul honestly is one of our best historians. Sincerely, Adam, you come up with some of the coolest stuff. I mean, even the city of Santee didn't even know about some of the things that Adam comes up with. You find some old pictures. You do such a great job at providing stuff on social media. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Like I said, the last couple of weeks it's just been tiring, man. Like it feels like that we've just been going and going and going and going. Not just with obviously the city stuff we got to do and special events, things like that, but work's just been an absolute grind.
But it's a good thing. You're making money. Your company's doing. You Bill is doing well. You guys are doing a great job. It's
try.
No, you are. You're doing a great job, and it's already paying. It's paying off. You got projects all over the place. There's a reason for that. There's a reason is you do a great job.
Yeah.
So.
Real place, a la carte. It's special.
Love you, Michael.
Yep.
You don't know Michael Schwartz. He is our Second Amendment leader in San Diego County. He started the San Diego County Gun Owners Pack. And Dustin, you were number 2. You tried to be one. Somebody had to beat you. And who was that? Tony Crowbar.
I got 001.
Yes.
I got 002.
Yes. But we love to see that you're still going strong, brother. We are both strong Second Amendment followers. Oh, I just wanted to say everyone did a fantastic job for the thank you. Oh, you're working the fair. See, he's volunteers all the damn time. You're always doing something, bro. Love you, buddy.
Yep.
He's at a charitable poker tournament. Adam's always doing something, man.
Yep. Always doing the things for the community. For Santana or just Santee stuff. So appreciate you, Adam.
You nailed it, Santana.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's what he does.
Yes, Santana.
I'm telling you what he does.
He knows. Santana.
It also has to do with where you grew up and where you went.
Santana. We have maybe a little bit of a rivalry between Santana, West Hills, crosstown rivalry. So he loves to get his jabs in when it comes to football.
You want to talk? You want to
No,
talk?
I don't.
You want to talk?
I do not. I do not
Okay.
want to talk about that.
We'll
Let's
save that till September.
Yeah.
Save that till September.
Is it October they do the crosstown game usually?
You right in that ballpark,
Yeah.
but usually football season.
That's a show for another time. Adam, it's always great to hear from you, buddy.
So I saw they took the cover off of Levi's Stadium again and put it back to Levi's Stadium.
Yes. Yeah, they did a good job with that. I thought that was pretty funny.
It was.
So who are you rooting for now that US is out, Mexico's out? Who are you rooting for now?
I don't care.
You don't care?
Yeah, I don't care who wins the soccer. The World Cup. It's been exciting not only to watch it. I mean, the games are exciting. So I didn't watch it today because it was the daytime. But France won again today.
Yes.
So France
I did go
France
see
seems
the
to
ending
be,
of that.
obviously right at the top there.
I'm going to root for Norway.
Yeah.
But I heard today that Trump's going to deport everyone from Spain.
I was rooting for I've been rooting for the underdogs a little bit, right? So when Cape Verde played, was it Argentina? I think it was, or I was rooting for the underdog. I was rooting for a couple of the underdogs because I wanted to see, the guys that have never gone there or get there, not just see the same 8 teams or same 4 teams. But unfortunately, this is sports in general, right?
Yeah.
So football, baseball, basketball, soccer, it's the perennial teams. The cream comes to the top, right? No matter what. So
I mean, some of these teams are just, I think football is, that's my favorite sport to watch,
absolutely.
Hands down.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe UFC. It's right there. UFC, football, one of the two. But to follow a team, it's definitely football.
Yeah.
And and I always marvel at the salaries that some of these guys make. It's just incredible.
Yeah.
Until you look at soccer.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, Messi, Ronaldo.
Some of these guys
are just making
absurd. Yeah. I mean, to make $27 million a year as a quarterback in the NFL is a lot of money.
Yeah.
This guy's making $100 million a year in soccer.
Right.
Not over 5 years, in 1 year, or multiple, several $100 million a year.
Right.
That's crazy to me.
It is.
I mean, obviously they're good athletes or great athletes and specimens, but speaking of specimens, that guy from Norway, holy cow!
Yeah,
Somebody showed me.
Rawa, I don't know what it is.
Somebody showed me videos of his training regimen.
Oh yeah.
He's pulling stuff behind him.
KP's here now.
Hey, we were just talking about you, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
We were just talking about you, KP. My favorite show was on.
Yeah.
You missed it. We were talking about you, KP. We missed you at 4th of July or Santee salutes. It just wasn't the same without you, sis.
Yeah. And KP, this is Joe's podcast. It's his number 1 podcast on Thursdays.
Absolutely. But anyways, his training regimen is insane. He's running up a mountain. Like, I'm not saying jogging. He is sprinting up a mountain, towing stuff behind him on straps.
Yeah. And
he is nonstop. And it's just his clock speed on the field is insane. The way he just catches up to people and passes them.
Yeah.
That's a specimen, dude.
Yeah. And
it is fun to see their rowing thing. It's fun. It's fun to see.
Yeah, they get in their little thing and do their whole little same difference.
It's not this. It's not this.
He
clearly has not seen it.
No.
But we were actually on Sunday, so 4th of July, Saturday, crazy. Sunday, we end up going to True North in North Park to watch the Mexico game. And it was at absolute capacity.
Yeah.
Insane to see how crazy people get behind their team. It was, it's fun. It's fun. And Mexico lost, but it was overwhelming a Mexico crowd.
Yeah.
Probably 98%.
Would assume with the region.
Yeah. But it was parked in the parking structure across the street, almost at the very, very top.
Mm-hmm.
And I could hear, and we were, because we knew we needed to get a seat and everything. So we were probably an hour and a half, 2 hours ahead of the game. Ended up being 3 hours because what I missed,
Joe?
Oh, number 1 viewership of all my podcasts on Thursday between.
That's true. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Facts.
And I could hear from the parking structure the people in True North just getting ready and getting wild.
Yeah.
For the Mexico team versus, fortunately, we were at 52 for the USA game, and it was a good crowd, but it wasn't like, oh my goodness. Thank you, KP. It wasn't like standing room 6 deep across and losing your minds. And that was a tough game. That was a brutal game.
That was a tough game to watch.
That was a brutal game to watch. It's like watching the Padres.
Like watching the Padres.
Yeah, the previous. Oh. Goodness gracious! But it was fun. It was an experience. I'm not a big soccer enthusiast by any means. In fact, it took multiple times of it being explained, like what is offsides, like really what really is offsides.
Yeah.
And somebody sent me a video, a reel, and it explained how they measure offsides now. And every single player in FIFA gets a scan, a full body scan.
Yeah. And
they take every measurement of them 360, and it gets plugged into an AI system, and then the ball, the soccer ball itself, or they call it a football, but a soccer ball, we know it's soccer.
Right.
The soccer ball itself has sensors in it that can sense even a graze of a hand. And they put all that together and all those sensors, so they know where everybody is at every moment and every part of their body is and where the ball is at every fraction of a second.
It's technology.
Every game. Yeah, it is. And it's so some people are upset that it's taking the human refereeing out of it. When you don't want to call against your team,
right,
you're pissed off about that. And others are super, that's incredible. And others are super, excited about it. Like, I don't know, how do you feel about baseball and the pitch count now, or the way they do the pitching now? The challenge and
I was gonna say which part, because the pitch count.
Not the pitch count, not
the ABS challenge thing, right? I don't know. I want the right call to happen fundamentally, right? For anything, you don't want to see someone gypped or ripped off because the wrong call happened, right? But baseball's a tough one because football's got instant replay. They can check things. Baseball, it has a human factor to it. At some point, you just might as well just go to automated system. It's right at that
kind of the direction they're going.
It's because really that's the only way to ever take out the human error. But the game is obviously made. With it's tough, but I do.
What do you guys think?
I do think they got it.
The baseball thing, the pitching is. Do you like it or not like? I actually like it. I do.
That's what I'm saying. I think they got it right now with the number they give you, what they're doing. That I don't like. I don't like the second base runner. I don't like that at all.
I don't,
because I think you need to earn it. You need to earn your base every base. So I don't like that one at all. But the pitch thing, I'm good with the 2 that they get for the challenge and all that.
And if you win, you continue.
Yeah, I think fundamentally it's you get the right call. That's what's important.
Oh, that's how you're doing it, right? But some of them are just absolute fractional. But it's technically a strike,
right? So
or a ball.
So that's where you got to look at what the rule is.
for the win. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you, KP.
It's what the rule is, but let's change. The ball has to be inside the box, not just touching the damn thing. Maybe that's not
the way it works.
I know.
If you're in the zone, if you're touching the zone, you're in the zone.
Yeah.
And it's I like it. I actually like it. I thought the concern was, is it going to delay the game?
Not really.
Like football, the review. Oh my God! Now we got to wait till New York chimes in and blah blah. Right. No, it's not. It's instantaneous.
Yeah, it's not much of an impact at all.
I think it's very, very nominal. And now that they have the clock on the pitcher, that's been moving the
games are going faster with that. That was a couple years back when they did that.
But I agree, KP. It's I'm not a fan of the starting at second. Actually, you didn't say you weren't a fan of that. No. How do you feel about the player starting at second? I get it. It's the ideas for more scores. Like every sport wants
to try to end the game. They don't want to have these 19 inning extra inning games.
And yeah, they want more scores.
Yeah.
You're watching the games that people are scoring in.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for MLB.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh heck no!
Well,
Come on.
It's the region, right? So it's the closest MLB team to Idaho.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! What the heck? Oh, I know what that is.
Oh,
those are our friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been eating on the couch,
No.
dude. What's going on here?
Not at all. Yeah, it's the closest MLB
Gotcha.
team.
No,
So.
nothing Seattle based. No.
Yep.
The no foreigners are no good, and the Cheat Hawks are even worse.
Yeah.
No to anything in the Seattle. No sports. I'm not biased at all.
Not at all.
Padres and Niners. Let's go.
Yeah.
We don't have a football team.
We don't have a football team.
Padres, Niners. But it is neat to see that technology is changing so many things. AI is changing so many things, good and bad. And look at I believe I had a girl. Wait a minute.
I was like, what do you mean, yeah, girl? You're not reading?
No, just the first part.
Yeah.
She can't be a Chiefs fan.
Yeah, she is. I'm a homie.
She's a Mahomer.
I'm a homer. I'm a homer.
Talk about the data centers. What about the data centers all over the country for AI and that whole thing? It's honestly, to me, it's one of the scariest things that we're looking at. And I mean, I'm stuck on both sides of it, because on one side you know that there's the possibility and potential for AI to cure things like cancer and so on and so forth, but then you look at the other side, there's the potential for AI to do so many bad things that we can't, as humans, can't differentiate, because our lives live on social media and the computer.
Yeah, we but you know, you know, like, we have movies that not predict the future necessarily, but like, we kind of see what the future is looking like, right?
That's the old farmland. Down from Lantern Crest.
I don't know which farmland he's talking. I think he's talking
Across the street?
No, I you know what he's talking about. He's talking about Pernicanos. He's talking about Pernicanos. Oh, sorry, Jennifer. She's talking about Pernicanos. It's the new storage facility. Yeah. So that on Graves Avenue right there, the old George Pernicanos property, that was purchased by Cameron Brothers, and that's actually going to be a storage facility. So RV storage and self storage.
Yeah, they because of the airport proximity.
Yep.
That's the one. Okay. Yeah. That's because of the airport proximity, you can't build almost anything else. It's very limited as to what you can put there. So
that's the flight path is like right there. The planes are coming in over that land right there.
See,
so self storage and RV storage.
But across the street from that, I know, sis. But across the street from that, on the corner there will be another coffee shop. And it was going to be a gas station, but no longer a gas station. Now they just want to do a coffee shop and a convenience store. Yep. Like a 7-Eleven or Circle K or something of that nature. Maybe something a little bit bigger. Yep. Right there on that corner. What is that? Prospect.
It's Graves and Prospect. Yeah. It's the northeast corner.
Yep.
Graves and Prospect. Yeah. Vacant land when you come off the freeway right in front of you right there.
And frankly, I think that's owned by the guy that built Lantern Crest as well. He sold it and then bought it back because they hadn't developed it, so he bought it back, and now they'll be building that. And I think a portion of that, a part of the reason for buying it back is it provides even more parking across the street for events and things that happen at Lantern Crest, and they need some extra parking. Then they'll have that parking on that spot right there, while at the same time still having a little whether coffee shop. Yeah, I think it was a coffee shop, or like maybe a pizza place or something that a quick food, a small food area, and then a market, a convenience store of some kind, because there are a lot of people that live in Sky Ranch
and right on Graves right there.
And all
several apartment buildings on Graves, and then you go up to Sky Ranch from there. So there's a lot of residents that pass that corner every day.
I just need a gallon of milk. Yeah. Like, to be able to go there is so much easier than to go into town and
drive all the way down to 7-Eleven or,
Yeah.
or one of those other stores.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's that's what's going in that area. But if you have any other questions, let us know. We'll be happy to either tell you or find out for you.
Well, you guys, we ask you every single week, to give us some topics what you want to hear about. Tell us what you want to know, not only the city of Santee, but obviously, about anything that's going on. We actually have guests for next week, the week after, and the week after. So the rest of the month is filled up with upcoming guests. We're not going to tell you what they are because we want you to tune in, obviously, next week. What?
I know what I wanted to talk about. It's actually really important. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of year again. It is time for Buddy's Backpacks.
Oh, yeah.
It is time for Buddy's Backpacks. If you don't know what Buddy's Backpacks is, it is a backpack program where we donate backpacks filled with supplies for kids that can't necessarily afford, or it's difficult to afford for themselves. So we've done this for 11 years now.
12.
This will be the 12th.
I think it's 12.
I think it's
12. I think it's 12.
And it started. It started with actually you were the first one to like really supply the bags.
Yeah.
Literally the bags.
Yeah.
To start this whole thing off and some of the supplies, and we did it at the yes, literally right across the street. Across the street. At the family, for the family, our mobile home park.
Yep.
Across the street, and for those that for the kids that really just couldn't afford it, and to give them something to start the school year off and be excited that they're going to come with all the supplies they need to hit the ground running. And it kind of grew from there, and then we got donations and so on and so forth. Last year was probably the biggest year. We were not only able to supply school supplies and backpacks for the Santee community, but we've adopted two Marine Squadron and Marine Battalion, 2-1 at Pendleton and HMH 462 at Miramar, and we were able to provide backpacks filled with supplies to both of them last year as well for the kids that for their kids, because let's face it, these young Marines that are just getting started and they have a family already, they don't make a lot of money by any means at all. And it's just one less thing that they have to worry about. So if you have the ability to provide a backpack and or school supplies, there are locations throughout Santee, including You Build It
There's
Santee
a box
right here,
and you build it.
but many places, Coffee Corner, Mission Realty.
It's like 25 around.
Yeah. Almost anywhere you go in Santee, you'll see a box. Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
You'll see a box there that you can donate to. It's highly appreciated. It does support Santee first, and then it goes to our Marines next. So it's not something that's just shipped to another country or anything of that nature. This really does help our local people and those that support and defend our local people. Thank you, Joe, for that.
Joe.
You can see a QR code right there as well. So donations are due the end of this month, July 30th. Is it 30th, 31st? Okay, yeah, July 30th. So please help out any way you can. Anything helps. Just a box of crayons, a box of markers, some pencils, scissors, whatever you can do. It really does help, and it's a very awesome cause. And if you want to get out and help with passing out the backpacks, we are there too. We'll give you the details for that. Thank you, Joe. Actually, I think the details are right there. When we hand out the backpacks, we do it at Rio Seco School. It's on a Saturday morning or Sunday morning, one of the two. You'll see it in there, and you get to drive through. You just tell us if it's a boy or a girl, what age bracket, because it's anyone from preschool all the way through 12th grade, and the backpacks are filled accordingly for the type of materials that they will need. It is one of the neatest things that we've ever done in Santee, and Dustin and I are just super proud to have started that whole thing and be a part of it with Buddy and John Hosick.
Yeah,
and John Hosick has taken it. You know what? Actually, just be honest, it couldn't be done without all of the people in the mobile home parks, all the seniors in the mobile home parks, and some other volunteers that help put the bags together, because we get hundreds of supplies, and they have to be divvied out and stuffed into the bags, and again separated into age appropriate sections and boxes, so they can be given out at the right time to the right people. It is a huge undertaking that John Hosick has taken over from Buddy. It's been neat.
Like Rob mentioned, just a little bit of the history. Back in 2015 when we started this, I went to John and Buddy and asked them to kind of, let's do something for our community. And we identified obviously the mobile home parks as a need to help the kids in there. And the first year we did right here across the street at, I think it's called Missiondale Magnolia.
Yeah.
I believe it's called. So Rob was there, myself, John and Buddy. That's John.
Hey, John.
And the first year there, we gave away 50 bags and, supplied the supplies and all that stuff. And obviously, subsequent years after it grew. And then upon Buddy's passing, I went to John and I said, hey, John, I want to rename this, not the Smoak backpack drive, but I want to rename it to Buddy's Backpacks. And John also
in honor of Buddy and
Rabia. And John was very supportive of that, when we made that change. And obviously, Smoak has taken this thing to what it is today. I mean, there's no one else that obviously owes, we're all here every year to help and contribute and all those things. But the gals over there at that were Smoak and John obviously have taken this thing.
And Alana Levens-Craig and Susan Coleman. Suzanne Coleman. Suzanne Coleman, yes, sorry.
A couple people have jumped in and really kind of taken the reins and kept this thing moving forward. Last year, like Rob said, it was upwards to 2,000 backpacks that were,
they were provided.
And, generally we average about 1,000 or so that we give out here in the community. So we needed obviously somewhere else to place those other backpacks with the,
but it was neat that we were able to, it's neat that we were able to help our fighting heroes.
So I want to show you
their families.
I want to show everybody. I mean, it's a little weird to do it on here, but I'll lose everything out of here. This was early on, so if I can see some of the pictures and some of the articles and stuff we got with the recognition. So, Smoak special recognition, obviously it's got my name on there, but that's not what it's about. It's about those photos and the people. And you can see the distribution, you see the people there that are participating, the volunteers. That's what this is all about. It's about the community, and it's that time of year again for us. So anybody who's obviously feeling ready to donate and help out, we really do appreciate it.
I want to say thank you to a few people. I just got 6 text messages of people saying that they're ready to help. It's Tom Colascio, Peter Joseph, Dia Asker, and that was it. And Chris and Martin Salem. Thank you guys for agreeing to help out. How's the community center coming along? It actually is coming along good.
Yeah.
We broke ground, and it's a deep ditch right now.
Yeah, exactly.
The footings are deep.
Yeah. So the community center itself, we did the new parking lot in front of the YMCA, so that got done and got opened up because we took away the parking obviously next to the YMCA where the community center is going. They've excavated the dirt, extracted it all out of there, so obviously you can recompact it and get the soil good to put a new building on. So as construction's going along. It's on schedule as of right now. No delays. Weather's been great out here. No rain, nothing like that. So everything's really rolling. It'll be community center's supposed to be done sometime next year. I think it's fall of next year, right? So we got.
Well, yeah. It was originally we were hoping for summer, but probably fall.
It's 12 months or something of total time, but everything looks positive right now.
It's a matter of how quick can we get through the footings and all that kind of section, because we got to get that all done before rains come.
Yep.
Luckily, we don't have a ton of rain in Santee, but there was it last year or the year before that all the rains came down, and it was last year. No, it was 2 years ago. What? The Shell station when Garmos built that.
It was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago, right? And it delayed because just water gets into your footings and stuff. You can't do anything. There's no way around it.
Yep.
You got it, sis. The staff is doing a bang up job of trying to make sure that it gets done as quick as possible. Again, let's say it again, just so everybody knows. These were restricted funds that were used for it. There was no, it wasn't taxpayer funds. It was builder funds and grants that made that all happen. We did get seed money from the general fund to get it off, because you have to be able to say you can fully fund it in order to break ground, or in order to actually even start your plans and everything. So
for a municipal project.
Yeah. So we on paper said we were moving money over, but by the time we're actually breaking ground, the funds, the developments that were in the line to pay had already paid. So the money's been moved back to the general fund, it is definitely something that I think will be a huge thing, and it also represents a secondary or redundant EOC.
Yeah, so EOC stands for Emergency Operations Center. So in the city of Santee, we have an Emergency Operations Center at City Hall. This is going to give our second one in the city in case there is a catastrophe or a disaster up at the northeastern part of the city or at City Hall itself. This will give us a place for our staff to run emergency operations out of.
Without losing any information or anything, it'll be a redundant fiber optic line that goes through. It's beginning with the end in mind, and providing backup for things that may or may never happen. We hope there's never an emergency where it's ever needed, but no, the reality is we have something. We now have a place. It should an emergency happen. Our fire department has done an excellent job over the years of making sure that we don't lose. We haven't lost multiple homes in a wildfire or an event like that. But you know what? I mean, natural disasters happen. It could be an earthquake. It could be something else. Now I feel like God dug it.
You try to hit
it. Happen. Yes,
trying to hit everything.
Knock on wood. Yeah, that it doesn't happen. But that's the reality of life. And we have to prepare for it. We have to be ready for it. And the city of Santee, I think, has done an exceptional job of making sure that we are. So I applaud our staff on doing that.
Absolutely. All right, guys. So we're wrapping up the show here. Come over and see us here at U-Build Santee.
Bring some backpack supplies.
Drop some off in the box here. Come say hi to both of us right here. Come over. Find it next week. That's
okay. Let's answer that question.
Let's get an update next week. Let's Jennifer. We're gonna kick the can on you a little bit there because we're obviously at the end of the show. But these are what we want, you guys. We want to know what questions you want to know about, what information you want. We'll bring it back to you. Obviously, we're gonna get you those updates weekly here. Rob, we'll finish this out. Let's go and see some Cheese Whiz.
Absolutely, we're gonna go see some Cheese Whiz. But until next week, God bless you, God bless America, and God bless Santee. And by the way, hey, God bless our fighting heroes in the Middle East. Let's keep them safe and bring them home safely. God bless y'all. We'll take care. We'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.